Someone commented on one of my videos saying, "Stop using religion for profit. Shameful." And honestly, I get where that comes from. When people see you talk about faith while also sharing your work or business, it can look confusing. But for me, faith isn't a marketing strategy. It is my lifeline. It's the reason I've made it this far, through challenges, detours, and moments I never thought I'd survive. So, instead of defending myself, I thought I'll tell you a bit more about why I talk about God so much and how His hand has been on my life all along. I grew up in Uganda. Back then, life wasn't easy. As a little girl, I used to walk 5 miles to and from school every single day. We didn't have much, but those long walks taught me endurance. They taught me to keep moving even when the road felt endless. I didn't realize it then, but God was already shaping discipline and resilience inside of me. Later, I attended a Muslim boarding school for high school. It was a place where we had to respect prayer times. They pray 5 times a day. And this is where being openly Christian wasn't the easiest thing. But that's exactly where my faith started taking root. I learned how to stand firm, not by arguing or preaching, but by living my faith quietly and consistently. I used to whisper prayers in my heart and read scripture during quiet hours. Looking back now, that is where I learned spiritual discipline, the kind that stays steady even in uncomfortable environments. Then came another shift: Rwanda. You would think that moving to your home country would make things easier, right? My roots are in Rwanda, but I couldn't speak Kinyarwanda, not a word. And suddenly, I had to learn that, plus French, just to make it through school. It was humbling, but also beautiful. Because once again, God was teaching me how to adapt, how to learn, and how to depend on Him for wisdom. Every place I went, that is Uganda and Rwanda, became a classroom, and He was the teacher. Eventually, I moved to the United States, this time with a young family. We started life from scratch. No support, no proper jobs, just faith and the will to keep going. There were days we wondered if we had made a mistake, but somehow God always provided, sometimes through opportunities that didn't look like blessings at first, like odd jobs or school loans or those quiet moments of uncertainty. But through every transition, He was writing a bigger story, one that I couldn't see yet. When I discovered my passion for DIY projects and short-term rentals, I didn't see it as business at first. I saw it as ministry through creativity. Hosting guests became a way to serve, to create beauty, and to steward what God had already placed in my hands. Even when I was laid off, He reminded me that He had already given me another stream of provision. Every time I thought the story was ending, He was simply turning the page. There is so much He has packed into my almost 5 decades on Earth, believe it or not. I would love to tell it all, but one video just wouldn't be enough. So, when he recently opened up a new door for me to work at MAF, that is Mission Aviation Fellowship, I took it as a nudge to start sharing these stories more intentionally. That's how this 30-day challenge began. To share something meaningful every day that points back to God's faithfulness. This is video number 13, and if you've been encouraged, I would love for you to hang out with me again tomorrow as we keep walking this journey together. So, when someone says, I am using religion for profit, I understand the misunderstanding. I totally do. But my story isn't about using God. It's about God using me. He is the only one who's taken each disruption, every long walk, every language barrier, every layoff, and turned it into a doorway for growth and ministry. I share these stories because I know there is someone watching right now who's walking through their own detour, wondering what God could possibly be doing. Let me remind you, dear friend, He knows the plans He has for you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a future and a hope. That's Jeremiah 29:11, one of my favorite verses. So, keep walking, my friend. Keep trusting. Your disruptions may just be the doors God uses to change your story too. So with that, I'll say bye for now and have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow.